So I recently found out that Enel actually made it to the moon, and when he got there was so many things that made me question what the hell is going on in One Piece. So when he gets there, he finds that there are craters in the moon, and there's a little guy that's just laying there. So he decides to zap it since he's evil, not knowing that this is just going to power him up. The thing ends up saluting and thanking him, and at the same time, it introduces what's actually going on in the moon. And in that moment, an explosion happens, and he gets upset about this because he already deemed himself the god of the moon. And then we find out that there's somehow a group of pirates that's trying to excavate the moon for whatever resources it had. And with that, we get a little flashback of somebody making the little soldier that we see in the beginning, and finding out that he's from the same place Vegapunk is from. And the flashback shows that same explosion that happened just recently in the story and how he ended up dying from choking on his food. And with that, the little soldier tries to take revenge by going on balloons and sailing to the moon. And back to the present, we find out that Enel beats all of the pirates that's on there, and we find out also that there's a little cave that's in the moon with all these little robots that look like the little soldier. And with that, we end up seeing the hieroglyphics that I was talking about in the beginning, and it starts to explain that the people of Skypiea were the makers of these little soldiers and ended up ascending to Earth.